it's quite difficult to know where to begin. Like you may hear whispers, but no one really tells you this is how you get buyers to see your work. So that's the thing I'm most excited about, just to actually hear how do artists make a living. I can't be struggling. I need to, actually progress and see how to make it a career, because that is the dream, isn't it? To just be paid to make work.
I met Khadija at the Discerning Eye exhibition. I was a judge and curator, and it's an exhibition specifically for emerging and unknown artists primarily. I curated a whole wall of artists, having not met or not knowing who any of the artists were. And in the middle of my wall was Khadija's work, her Crown series. So I met her at the opening of the Discerning Eye exhibition, and she was standing in front of her work with her mother Mary, and incredibly proud of her work. We had an amazing conversation because she was at the same time she was very clear about her ambition, but also very clear about what she didn't have and what she needed, and about all the obstacles in her path. She was very clear that she needed to overcome those obstacles and needed help, and was asking anybody and everybody that she came across that she felt could help her. So she came to my studio and stayed on and off in my studio for the next 3 years. And so this series of work, Crowned by Khadija, was a series of work about all of the women that she loved the most, her friends and family, and it was about their hair. And it's the back of them all, and it was celebrating and glorifying those family members that she cared about in relation, through the lens of their hair. And the title says it all, Crowned. So the work in this exhibition, Crowned, was the culmination of her work at Art College, where she studied photography. It was the work for her degree show. She made 8 pieces in the series Crowned, but she only put 5 into the Discerning Eye exhibition. I think there was a limit on the amount of works that you could submit. So she chose the 5 pieces that are in the Discerning Eye exhibition herself. These works were all in her flat. She cared about them very much. But there was one of the pieces that a couple of years later she gave to Jackie Russell.
Well, I had the good fortune of being exposed to her, all thanks to Nicola Green. She came to me because she was putting together a group of young artists. She was trying to support them so they could go to the Biennale, to have an opportunity to understand what it would be like to exhibit there. But there was a cost on that. She approached me, approached my husband David and I to look at getting involved in such a project. When we talked about it, it seemed like a good fit. She said, because Khadija was so young, she's female, that was important, and I loved her work. Khadija came to our house, and it was really exciting to meet her. She had a real presence. She definitely was an old soul, and that's an overused term, but she was. She really understood where she wanted to go and what she had within her. She was very, very keen to develop and see to her full potential. She went to Venice and she made the most of it. And clearly she came back informed and creatively invigorated, and came up with some very outstanding work that was appearing in the next Biennale. The piece that is behind it all came about, I think Nicola had suggested to her, why don't you give a present? Thank you. Anyway, what we really didn't appreciate at the time, and that just goes to show why it's so important to support people, is the gift what it really required her to give. I had not thought about it at the time. She needed to take a loan just to purchase the frames for this and some other works that didn't sell. I mean, what it says something about her, what it also tells us is how fragile the artistic journey is. I love the work. I mean, this work I find really powerful, and I didn't see the rest of the series, which is now gone. But I love her work. I think she is making a bold statement. She's redefining beauty. She's redefining it in a way that captures a modern eye, but it's actually quite a traditional, it's a traditional material, it's traditional hair work. And I think this sense that she can find the purity of form in a work that relates to the body, the human, hair, craftsmanship with the hair, and puts it in such a way that it's both timeless and contemporary. It's quite unique.